Mackey, Washington, D.C., you're on the Wilkow Majority. Hello.
Hey, yeah, you wrong on all levels.
I'm wrong on every level.
All levels.
That's why I have a job here.
This country been getting entitlements since almost for 70 years, and you was born with 30-odd years ago, and now you want to take everything away? I think we should just not work no more, and we walk the streets mindless, because it's like we're not supposed to be doing anything. And how is taxes, how are we, the people paying taxes for Medicaid, for people's other entitlements? All you're paying is $28 to $1 on your payroll taxes. That's nothing. Each person in the United States is paying maybe $1 or so in taxes, and through the Medicaid. That's nothing. That's not
Medicaid's nothing. Medicaid is one of the most fraudulent, wasteful, abused programs that we have in the United States.
So you're the Medicaid police now. After 30 years of your life, you're going to come in and say, now it's fraudulent after 70 years. I don't understand that.
Medicaid's been around for 70 years?
Yeah, since 1930. Oh, what is that? No, that's okay.
1960s.
No, that's 1964, I think it was. But
1964 was not 70 years ago.
Something like that. Huh?
1964 was not 70 years ago.
No, I know that. That was the wrong analysis. I'm saying. Then all of a sudden now, but that's not impacting your life, Wilkow.
Because it is impacting my life. These programs that were started with good intentions were never, the final evolution of these programs was never addressed. Welfare was started as a temporary program for women with children where the father had died or had become incapacitated. Okay, it wasn't set up to be a structural, generational, societal program where people just have children to get on welfare and get more welfare, sir.
Now, how did it get that way? How did it stay on for so long?
Because that's the evolution of a government program. It starts with some good intention and some limited group of people that's supposed to apply to, and next thing you know, just as we pointed out last week, Obama's talking about 3 million middle-class families that are going to qualify for Medicaid.
Now, you done messed yourself up. How you going to just equate Obama on this entitlement?
I messed myself up.
Almost 10, 20 years, all of a sudden, you ain't even gone through Clinton, the Bush, Elder Bush, you ain't gone through Reagan, but yeah, you're going to jump straight to Obama and say he's the problem of keeping entitlements aware.
No, he's the president now. If George W. Bush was the president, I would be thinking of something else. I'm sorry that Barack Obama is the president and not George W. Bush. I can't reverse history, sir.
You cannot just abruptly just stop the entitlements just like that to stop his finger. You crazy? You know what I mean? People will be out of it. Medical and help going through their life.
Sir, this country has structural debt and deficit. Where is the money coming from?
The $10 trillion before Obama came in office.
That's true. That's true. That's one of the reasons why we have the structural debt and deficit, sir. People don't have these people that you're referring to. You can't just stop these things. Tell me what the origin of debt is. If somebody on Medicaid smokes cigarettes and gets lung cancer, what is the origin of debt to me as a taxpayer to fund their health care treatment?
But that's not totally impacting your life. You're just paying your taxes.
No, I'm asking you a question. If the government's going to break free of the enumerated powers to create these spending programs, I just want you to identify the origin of debt for me.
Origin of debt?
Yes. Mackey, I'll demonstrate. Mackey, I'll demonstrate. If I lived next door to you in Washington, D.C., and my kid threw a ball through your window, I would be in debt to you for the window since I'm the legal guardian of my daughter. So that would mean either A, you and I work it out as neighbors, I buy you a window, or you take me to court and we settle the controversy. That's the origin of my debt to you. My daughter broke your window. That's the origin of debt. If I didn't make the person smoke, I didn't force them to smoke, how am I in debt to their behavior?
Well, I mean, you just pay your taxes.
I just pay my taxes. Thank you very much for the call. 1-866-95-PATRIOT. I just pay my taxes. We're right. They're wrong. That's the end of the story. Sirius XM Patriot.